Hi, everyone. My name is Julia, and I normally sing for assisted living facilities. However, all of the places that I normally sing are on lockdown right now, and no visitors can come in, no entertainers can come in. And so I decided that I should try to do this to make it so that they have some sort of entertainment, because I know it must be pretty boring and lonely. Um, and I'm thankful that they usually look forward to seeing me. So without further ado, I'll start singing. You might hear my little bird in the background. She thinks she has to be part of it. I'm strong, I'm sure, I'm in control. A lady with a plan. Believing that life is a neat little package I hold in my hand. I've got it together, they call me the girl who knows just what to say and do. Still I fumble and fall, run into the wall. 'Cause when it comes to you, I'm just another woman in love. A kid out of school, a fire out of control, just another fool. You touch me and I'm weak, I'm a feather in the wind, and I can't wait to feel you touching me again. With you, I'm just another woman, just another woman in love. So pardon me if I should stare and tremble like a child. That wanting you look all over your face is driving me wild. I'm just what you make me, can't wait till you take me and set all my feelings free. I know that you can, so come be my man. Tonight I wanna be just another woman in love, a kid out of school, a fire out of control, just another fool. Touch me and I'm weak, I'm a feather in the wind, and I can't wait to feel you touching me again. With you I'm just another woman, just another woman in love. Just another woman in love, a kid out of school, a fire out of control, just another fool. You touch me and I'm weak, I'm a feather in the wind, and I can't wait to feel you touching me again. With you I'm just another woman, just another woman in love. Here we go. Why do you build me up, buttercup baby, just to let me down and mess me around? And then worst of all, you never call baby when you say you will. I love you still, I need you more than anyone, darling. You knew that right from the start. So build me up, buttercup, don't break my heart. Over 10 You told me time and again, but you're late. I wait around and then I go to the door. I can't take anymore. It's not you. You let me down again. Baby, baby, I try to find a little time and I'll make you happy. I'll be home. I'll be beside the phone waiting for you. Ooh, 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 ooh. Why do you build me up? Buttercup, baby, just to let me down and mess me around, and then worst of all, you never call, baby, when you say you will. But I love you still, I need you more than anyone, darling. You knew that right from the start. So build me up, buttercup, don't break my heart. To you I'm a toy, but I could be the boy you adore if you just let me know. Although I'm untrue, I'm attracted to you all the more. Why do I need you so? Baby, baby, I try to find a little time and I'll make you happy. I'll be home, I'll be beside the phone waiting for you. Ooh, 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 ooh. Why do you build me up? Buttercup, baby, just to let me down and mess me around, and the worst of all, you never call, baby, when you say you will. But I love you still, I need you more than anyone, darling. You knew that right from the start. So build me up, buttercup, don't break my heart. I did a little mess up there. I said, although I'm untrue. That's not true. Let's see. I'll do a little faster paced one. I'll do, let me see. Another slow one, actually. I'm going to do Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain. My little hippie cup. In the twilight glow, I see blue eyes crying in the rain. When we kissed goodbye and parted, I knew we'd never meet again. Love is like a burning ember, and only memories remain. And through the ages, I'll remember blue eyes crying in the rain. Blue eyes crying in the rain. Yeah. Sorry about the little noises there. Let's see. Okay, here's, let me see if I can do this one. Start with another slow one. It's a Hank Williams Jr. I'm so lonesome I could cry. Hear that lonesome whippoorwill. He sounds too blue to fly. The midnight train is winding low. I'm so lonesome I could cry. I've never seen a night so slow. When time goes crawling by, the moon just went behind the clouds to hide its face and cry. Did you ever see a robin weep when leaves began to die? Like me, he's lost all will to the silence of a falling star lights up the purple sky. And as I wonder where you are, I'm so lonesome I could cry. I'm sorry, that song actually does make me cry. Literally, that song makes me cry. All of the people that I sing for, they know my weakness is that I tend to get sappy when I sing, and sometimes it messes me up a little bit, but they don't seem to mind. Everybody seems to realize that what I do from my heart, and they accept my imperfections. And that's why I love doing what I do. Let's see. Let's do something fun. Not too fun yet, though. How about All Shook Up by Elvis? Bless my soul, what's wrong with me? I'm itching like a man on a fuzzy tree. My friends say I'm acting wild as a bug. I'm in love. I'm all shook up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, my hands are shaky and my knees are weak. I can't seem to stand on my own 2 feet. Who do you think when you have such luck? I'm in love. Don't ask me what's on my mind. I'm a little messed up, but I'm feeling fine. When I'm near a girl that I love best, my heart beats so it scares me down. She touched my hand, what she like on? Her lips are like a volcano's heart. I'm proud to say that she's my buttercup. I'm in love. I'm all shook up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. My tongue gets tired when I try to speak. My inside shaking like a leaf on a tree. There's only one cure for this body of mine. That's to have that girl that I love so fine. She touched my hand, what a chill I know. Her lips are like a volcano's hot. I'm proud to say that she's my buttercup. I'm in love. I'm all shook up. Ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh, yeah, yeah. I'm all shook up. So much more fun to do live when everybody gets happy. But I really, really hope that this gets to them. Let's see. Funny face. Funny face, I love you. Funny face, I need you. My whole world's wrapped up in you. When the road I walk seems all uphill, and the color in my rainbow turns blue, you kiss the tears away, and you smile at me and say, funny face, I love you. Funny face, I love you. Funny face, I need you. These are the sweetest words I've ever heard. Funny face, don't leave me. Funny face, believe me. My whole world's wrapped up in you. And when I hurt your feelings, as I sometimes do, and I say those mean things that we know aren't true, you forgive my childish ways. You hold me close and say, funny face, I love you. Funny face, I love you. Funny face, I need you. These are the sweetest words I've ever heard. Funny face, believe me. Funny face, don't leave me. My whole world's wrapped up in you. Funny face, I love you. Funny face, I need you. These are the sweetest words in you. My whole world's wrapped up in you. That was a song that my mom used to sing. And I remember like when I remember her buying the vinyl record and coming home. I remember her setting it up and showing my sisters and I the record with Donna Fargo. So like a really sweet memory. I don't want. I'm not quite sure why I remember it so vividly, but I think it was just my mom seeing like the joy from my mom, and she really probably felt the song, which is lovely. A lot of my songs I sing are songs that my mom would just go around the house singing all the time. And she always thought she couldn't sing good, but she can. And so she didn't sing. She never sang in church. My dad always sang in church. And he didn't care. He loved singing, and he would sing in the choir, and he was always singing loud at church. And my mom didn't sing for anybody except that she was always singing. Like if you went to the grocery store, she'd be pushing the cart and singing. And my sister Christy, she would get embarrassed. She tells us now that she used to try to distract my mom with talking to her, so she wouldn't just walk through the grocery store singing. But I loved it, and I do the same thing. And so for many years, actually, I wouldn't sing in front of anybody. I was the exact same as my mom, where I felt really, really shy. Although when I was younger, I sang in church, and I love singing in plays where there's a group of people. But I messed up singing once when I was probably about like 12 or 13 years old, singing in church. I forgot the words, and then I would not sing in public in front of people, like for an audience, for a long time. But I would sing at work, and I would sing when I'm going to the grocery store. My neighbors known me as the person who would just step out on my porch and just start singing. So it just dancing in my driveway and singing and entertaining my kids. But I wouldn't sing in front of people for a really long time until my partner Ed, he is a singer as well, and he loves to go to karaoke, and he's really good. And so he finally talked me into doing karaoke. And on the second song I ever sang doing karaoke, I had a woman come up to me and ask if I would sing for her assisted living facility. And she's like, "I'll pay you." And I'm like, all right. I need more income. And that sounded like fun. And oddly enough, I had just thought, like 2 days prior, I was driving down the road, and I thought to myself, I should sing for assisted living facilities. I should sing that because I remember when I was really little, my junior church teacher, my Aunt Jeannie, she wasn't really my aunt, but I called her Aunt Jeannie, she would take us to the nursing home that was walking distance from our church, and we would walk all around and sing for the people. And I just had that thought, and I thought, I should do that. That sounds fun. So how amazing that, like 2 or 3 days later, I'm offered to do that and to get paid for it. So it was such a blessing. But anyway, I talk as much as I sing. I'll get back to singing. Let's see. I'll try this gospel song. Fingers crossed. I haven't done it in a while. When the trumpet of the Lord shall sound, and time shall be no more, and the morning breaks eternal, bright and fair. When the saved of the earth shall gather on the other shore, and the roll is called up yonder, I'll be there. When the roll is called up yonder, 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 I'll be there. On that bright and cloudless morning when the dead in Christ shall rise and the glory of his resurrection share. When his chosen ones shall gather to their home beyond the skies and the roll is called up yonder, I'll be there. When the roll is called up yonder, 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 I'll be there. Let us labor. Oops. See, you guys, I haven't done it in a while. Let us labor from the Master from the dawn till setting sun. Let us talk of all his wondrous love and care. And when all of life is over and our work on earth is done, and the roll is called up yonder, I'll be there. When the roll is called up yonder, 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 I'll be there. When the roll is called up yonder, 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 I'll be there. When the roll is called up yonder, I'll be there. I used to always apologize when I'd mess up like that. And there's one lady named Lynn who sings at, or who lives at, and she does sing with me, but she lives at one of the facilities that I sing at. And she yelled at me once. She's like, honey, don't you say I'm sorry. You never apologize for anything unless you've hurt someone. And have you hurt anyone? I'm like, no. She's like, don't apologize. Never apologize unless you've hurt someone. So that was like a big thing for me. I know that sounds weird, but a lot in my life, I've apologized for things. I'm always, I'm sorry, because I'm kind of a people pleaser sometimes. So, I mean, I have my strengths, and I'm not a pushover, but I love seeing people happy. And that's why I love doing what I'm doing, but I loved her advice too, to don't apologize unless I've hurt someone. So anyway. Well, here's a fun one. I've just started doing this one, and it's really fun. It's Elvis's Blue Suede Shoes. One more drink first, though. Marcella, could you get me some more water? Thank you, baby. It hurts. Baby. Hot? Just lukewarm. Well, there's one for the money, two for the show, three to get ready, now go, cats, go, don't you step on my blue suede shoes. Well, you can do anything, stay on my blue suede shoes. Well, you can knock me down, step on my face, slander my name all over the place. We'll do anything you want to do, but oh, honey, lay off my shoes, and don't you step on my blue suede shoes. Well, you can do anything, stay on my blue suede shoes. Oh, you can burn my house, steal my car, drink my liquor from an old fruit jar. Won't do anything that you want to do, but honey, lay off my shoes and don't you step on my blue suede shoes. Oh, you can do anything, stay off my blue suede shoes. Well, there's one for money, two for the show. Need to get ready now, go, 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 but don't you step on my blue suede shoes. Oh, you can do anything, stay off my blue suede shoes. Well, it's a blue suede shoes, baby. Blue, 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 blue suede shoes, baby. Blue, blue, blue suede shoes. You can do anything, stay off my blue suede shoes. Thank you for my water, Marcella. Oops. The warden threw a party at the county jail. The prison band was there and they began to wail. The band was jumping and the drum began to swing. You should have heard the knocked out jailbird sing, let's rock. Everybody, let's rock. Everybody in the whole cell block was dancing to the jailhouse rock. Spider Murphy played the tenor saxophone, and Little Joe was blowing on the slide trombone. The drummer boy from Illinois would crash, boom, bang. The whole rhythm section was a purple gang. Let's rock. Everybody, let's rock. Everybody in the whole cell block was dancing to the jailhouse rock. Number 47 said to number 3, you're the cutest jailbird I ever did see. I'm sure we'd be delighted with your company. Come on and do the jailhouse rock with me. Let's rock. Everybody, let's rock. Everybody in the whole cell block was dancing to the jailhouse rock. Rock, rock, rock. The sad sack was sitting on a block of stone, way over in the corner, weeping all alone. The warden said, buddy, don't you be no square. If you can't find a partner, use a wooden chair and rock. Everybody, let's rock. Everybody on the whole cell block was dancing to the jailhouse rock. Shifty Henry said, but for heaven's sake, no one's looking now, so just make a break. Bugsy turned to Shifty and he said, Nick, Nick, I want to stick around a while and get my kicks. Let's rock. Everybody, let's rock. Everybody in the whole cell block was dancing to the jailhouse rock. 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 No. Here's some Patsy Cline. I love Patsy Cline too. I've got your picture that you gave to me, and it's signed with love, just like it used to be. The only thing different, the only thing new. I've got your picture, and she's got you. I've got the records that we used to share, and they still sound the same. as when you were here. The only thing different, the only thing new. I've got your records, she's got you. I've got your memory, or has it got me? I really don't know, but I know it won't let me be. I've got your class ring that proves you care, and it still looks the same as when you gave it, dear. The only thing different, the only thing new. I've got these little things, and she's got you. I've got your memory, or has it got me? I really don't know, but I know it won't let me be. I've got your class ring that proves you care, and it still looks the same as when you gave it, dear. The only thing different, the only thing new. I've got these little things, and she's got you. Okay, here's one I'm not exactly that confident of singing, except that I know it's one that they love it when I sing, which is Hey Good Looking by Hank Williams Jr. And this song always makes me think of like my parents goofing around in the kitchen together. My dad singing that and smacking my mom with a towel. So, Hey Good Looking. Say, hey, good looking, what you got cooking? How's about cooking something up with me? Hey, sweet lady, don't you think maybe we can find us a brand new recipe? I got a hot rod Ford and a $2 bill, and I know a spot right over the hill. There's sort of popping, the dancing sweet. So if you wanna have fun, come along with me, singing, hey, good looking, what you got cooking? How's about cooking something up with me? And I love cooking too. free and I'm ready. So can we go steady? How's about saving all your time for me? No more looking. I know I've been took. How's about keeping steady company? I'm gonna throw my day for golden defense. Buy me 1 for 5 and 10 cents. I'll keep it till it's covered with age, 'cause I'm writing your name down every page, singing, hey, good looking. What you got cooking? How's about cooking something up with me? There you go. Still mom right now too, and trying to hear me like I was giving my daughter a thumbs up. She's sent me a sign that says, "Can I go biking?" So this time is kind of bad with the coronavirus going around and all the different things. I mean, my livelihood has been at stake, how I make my money. But it's kind of nice to have like a slowdown too. I know that sounds bad. I don't mean anything. I just think you always have to kind of look at the silver lining of things. And that is the silver lining, is that we're all kind of locked in the house together, and I keep on saying no screen time, and try to just do other things. So she's out riding her bike. She's gonna go ride her bike with her little dog Delilah. Her little dog Delilah has her own Instagram. It's hey _ Delilah. Is that right? Is it hey _ Delilah dog? Okay, come here. You got to tell me what it is. Come over here and you tell me.
Let me write it down.
No. Come here.
Okay, it's fine.
She's gonna tell me. Hey _ there _ Delilah. Sorry, guys. Somehow this became very important. Okay, here we go. Hey _ there _ Delilah dog. So that's little Delilah's Instagram if you guys want to check out Delilah. She's our cute little sweet puppy. We got her for Marcella when Marcella was having a little bit of a hard time after we did a lot of moves. So we used to live in Michigan. We used to live in Ann Arbor, Michigan. Then we moved to Ferndale, Michigan, which is in the Detroit area. And then we moved to Florida, and we moved twice. And then moved to this house where we finally bought this house. And it was hard for her because she'd moved so many times. And so she needed a buddy. And so we got Delilah. But a funny story about this house is that I actually bought it from a woman who was going, her and her husband were moving into the Blake assisted living facility. And I had only sang for the Blake once before. They weren't one of my main people. But then after that, I pursued it a little bit more because I really wanted to be able to sing for them as well. And it just got started, and they're like one of my main people that I sing for now. Usually sing for them about once a week. And so I'm missing them, definitely. Okay, let's see. My voice is a little tiny bit, sorry. I'm gonna do another Patsy Cline. I Fall to Pieces. each time I see you again. I fall to pieces. How can I be just your friend? You want me to act like we've never kissed. You want me to forget, pretend we've never met. But I've tried and I've tried, but I haven't yet. You walk by and I fall to pieces. I fall to pieces each time someone speaks your name. I fall to pieces. Time only adds to the flame. You tell me to find someone else to love, someone who loves me too, the way you used to do. But each time I go out with someone new, you walk by and I fall to pieces. You by and I fall to pieces. Can't help falling in love. Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. And shall I stay? Would it be a sin? For I can't help falling in love with you. Like a river flows and surely to the sea, and darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too. For I can't help falling in love with you. Like the river flows and surely to the sea, and darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life For I can't help falling in love with you. For I can't help falling in love with you. It's the first song I ever sang on stage, and in my adulthood, I decided that I was going to. I mean, I sang for the assisted living facilities once, and I decided that I wanted to do it more. And they had open mic night at this one place called Live, I believe. It's a raw food place, but they also have entertainment, and they have open mic nights. And so I went to open mic night once just to view it, and I saw this guy up there, and he was singing for the very first time ever. It was his first time ever singing. He was so nervous, and my girls and I, there was hardly anybody else there. And so we were just yelling at him like, "You're doing great, keep going," you know. And then afterwards, I walked up to him and I just asked him, "Do you want to sing together?" And he's like, "Yeah." I was like, "All right." So that was easy enough. So he and I practiced for a couple of times, and I was really, really super nervous. But he was such a nice guy. And then we sang that song together. He played the acoustic guitar, and I sang that. And then I did a Julia Michaels song, and he was so patient with me. And it was a really great experience. He has moved on to Nashville and doing his music there, I believe. Became a fireman, all these things. And I started moving up and doing this and getting more confidence in myself. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Sorry. Stay with me for just a second. I'm sorry. All right. Here's one. Love is strange. Can do my best. Love is strange. A lot of people take it for granted. But once you get it, you never want to quit. After you've had it, you're in love with fix. Many people don't understand. They think love is money in the hand. Your sweet loving is better than a kiss. When you leave me, sweet kisses I miss. I have to be both the man and the woman in this part. Nobody's there to help me. You want to come help me? Never mind. Sylvia. Yes, Nikki. How do you call your lover boy? Come here, lover boy. And if he doesn't answer, oh, lover boy. And if he still doesn't answer, I simply say, baby. Oh, baby. My sweet baby. You're the one. Baby, oh baby, my sweet baby, you're the one. Didn't mean to do that, but
What happened?
I accidentally pushed the wrong button.
Is this microwave bowl?
Yes. Okay, let's see. People smile and tell me I'm the lucky one. We've just begun. I think I'm gonna have a son. He will be like him and me, as free as a dove, conceived in love. The sun is gonna shine above. And even though we ain't got money, I'm so in love with you, honey. Everything will bring a chain of love. And in the morning when I rise, bring a tear of joy to my eyes and tell me everything is gonna be alright. Love a guy who holds the world in a paper cup and drink it up. Love him and he'll bring you luck. And if you find he helps your mind, better take him home. No, no, don't you live alone. Try to earn one lover's own. And even though we ain't got money, I'm so in love with you, honey. Everything will bring a chain of love. And in the morning when I rise, bring a tear of joy to my eyes and tell me everything's gonna be alright. And even though we ain't got money, I'm so in love with you, honey. Everything will bring a chain of love. And in the morning when I rise, bring a tear of joy to my eyes and tell me everything is gonna be alright. I sing that song a lot in the morning because I feel that way. And I'll try not to get too sappy on you about that. But money does not make us happy. It's not the thing that makes us the most happy. I know it's not the thing that makes me most happy. There's been times in my life where the happiest I've been the poorest. And that's not to say that I want to be poor. I want abundance to flow to my life. Here we go with the next one. Sunshine sunshine on my shoulders. Sunshine on my shoulders makes me happy. Sunshine in my eyes can make me cry. Sunshine on the water looks so lovely. Sunshine almost always makes me high. If I had a day that I could give you, I'd give to you a day just like today. I'm letting this one ride out, let my throat take a little rest. Sunshine almost always makes me high. If I had a tale that I could tell you, I'd tell a tale sure to make you smile. If I had a wish that I could wish for you, I'd make a wish for sunshine all the while. Sunshine on my shoulders makes me happy. Sunshine in my eyes can make me cry. Sunshine on the water looks so lovely. Sunshine almost always makes me high. Sunshine almost all the time makes me high. Sunshine almost always. kid's dad used to always sing that one silly to them, and he would sing Sunshine on My Butt Makes Me Happy. You always have to remember the good parts. Am I dreaming or stupid? I think I've been hit by Cupid. No one needs to know right now. I'm a tall, dark, and handsome man, and I've been busy making big plans, and no one needs to know right now. I got my heart set, my feet wet, and he don't even know yet, and no one needs to know right now. I'll tell him someday, some way, somehow. I'm gonna keep it a secret for now. I want the bells to ring, the choir to sing, the white dress, the guests, the cake, the car, the whole darn thing. But no one needs to know right now. I'll tell him someday, some way, somehow. I'm gonna keep it a secret for now. We'll have a little girl, a little boy, a little Benji we call Leroy, and no one needs to know right now. And I'm not lonely anymore at night. He don't know only he can make it right. And I'm not lonely anymore at night. He don't know only he can make it right. Am I dreaming? I'm stupid, but boy, have I been hit by Cupid. No one needs to know right now. No one needs to know right now. No one needs to know right now. I got these kind of just going in an order, and I'm not sure what that order is right now, so I'm getting surprised every time. I don't know what's coming.
Publix order? Is that a Publix order, Mom?
It's, yeah.
Publix, yeah. It's cranberry juice and dog food.
All right, thanks. Oopsie. Sorry, guys. Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing like a breeze. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, all my memories gather around her. Miner's lady, stranger to blue water. Dark and dusty, painted on the sky, misty taste of moonshine, teardrop in my eye, country road, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia, mama, take me home, country roads. I hear her voice in the morning, now she calls me. The radio reminds me of my home far away. Driving down the road, I get a feeling that I should have been home yesterday. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia, mama, take me home, country roads, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia, mama, take me home, country roads, take me home, down country roads, take me home, down country roads. I get that one requested a lot. And there's a lot of people who used to live more in the country, and that song means a lot to them. I grew up in the country too. Grew up on a dirt road with all the trees and everything like that all around. It was like a little canopy. And further down the road there was an overpass for the freeway. It wasn't like that when I was first born, but I remember them building the overpass, and I would go down and I would go underneath the overpass and I would sing, and I loved the acoustics of singing underneath the overpass. Let's see. Here's another one of my most requested songs recently, which is Could I Have This Dance? And sometimes I have a hard time not crying when I sing this song because it's such a sweet, lovely song. And I'll see the couples holding each other close. Sometimes they get up and they dance. And it warms my heart so much, but it just makes me all sappy. I'm a very sappy person. Let me make sure. I lost it. Hold on. Thank you. I'll always remember the song they were playing the first time we danced, and I knew as we swayed to the music and held to each other, I fell in love with you. Could I have this dance for the rest of my life? Would you be my partner in every night? When we're together, it feels so right. Could I have this dance for the rest of my life? I'll always remember that magic moment when I held you close to me as we moved together. I knew forever you're all I'll ever need. Could I have this dance for the rest of my life? Would you be my partner in every night? When we're together, it feels so right. Could I have this dance for the rest of my life? Could I have this dance for the rest of my life? Would you be my partner in every night? When we're together, it feels so right. Could I have this dance for the rest of my life? And one of my favorites, Crazy by Patsy Cline. Crazy, I'm crazy for feeling so lonely. I'm crazy for feeling so blue. I knew you'd love me as long as you wanted. And then someday you'd leave me for somebody new. Worry, why do I let myself worry? Wondering what in the world did I do? Oh, crazy for thinking that my love could hold you. I'm crazy for trying and crazy for crying, and I'm crazy for loving you. Crazy for thinking that my love could hold you. I'm crazy for trying and crazy for crying, and I'm crazy for loving you. like a night in the forest, like the mountains in springtime, like a walk in the rain, like a storm in the desert, like a sleepy blue ocean. You fill up my senses, come fill me again. Come, let me love you. Let me give my life to you. Let me drown in your laughter. Let me die in your arms. Let me lay down beside you. Let me always be with you. Come, let me love you. Come, love me again. Let me give my life to you. Come, let me love you. Come, love me again. You fill up my senses, like a night in the forest, like the mountains in springtime, like a walk in the rain, like a storm in the desert, like a sleepy blue ocean. You fill up my senses, come fill me again. I used to sing that song when my first daughter was born, and I would hold her close to me and dance with her and sing that song, because even though it's obviously a song intended for a lover or a partner, what fills up your senses more than your new baby, your children? It's like you just want to breathe them in, and you want to use all your senses. It's just the most delicious, most wonderful feeling ever. And that's how I always felt. And when I sang that song to my little girl, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna do Go Walking After Midnight, Walking After Midnight by Patsy Cline. I go out walking after midnight, out in the moonlight, just like we used to do. I'm always walking after midnight, searching for you. I walk for miles along the highway, well, that's just my way of saying I love you. I'm always walking After midnight, searching for you. I stopped to see a weeping willow crying on his pillow. Maybe he's crying over me. And as the skies turn gloomy, the night winds whisper to me, I'm lonesome as I can be. I go out walking after midnight, out in the moonlight, just hoping you're maybe somewhere I'm walking after midnight, searching for me. I stopped to see a weeping willow crying on his pillow. Maybe he's crying over me. And as the skies turn gloomy, the night winds whisper to me, I'm lonesome as I can be. I go out walking after midnight, out in the moonlight, just hoping you're maybe somewhere I'm walking after midnight, searching for me. That was just fun. Another one that I do just is really fun is Anne Rhymes Blue. I haven't done it in a little bit though. Let me see if I can do it. Excuse me. Woo. Oh, so lonesome for you. Why can't you be blue over me? I'm blue. Oh, so lonesome for you. Tears fill my eyes till I can't see. 3 o'clock in the morning, here am I, sitting here so lonely, so lonesome I could cry. Oh, so lonesome for you. Why can't you be blue over me? Now that it's over, I realize those sweet words you whispered were nothing but lies. Oh, so lonesome for you. Why can't you be blue over me? Why can't you be blue and over me? And I think this will be my final song. Woo. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear the hour I first believed. Through many dangers, toils, and snares, I have already come. 'Tis grace hath brought me safe thus far, and grace will lead me home. When we've been there 10,000 years, bright shining as the sun, we know there's days to sing God's praise. Then when we first begun, amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. And I think that will wrap it up for today. And if I am able to get this over to my lovely residents, please know that I miss you guys all, and I can't wait for this ban on visitors to be lifted and to be able to see all your smiling faces. And I hope that this helps somewhat. And feel free to write me some comments and even tell me which songs you want me to sing. All right. I love you guys.